So this is Urbex Tips, a new series by the unknown cameraman. This is just the first one. There's going to be plenty more, so this is just scratching the surface here. The Urbex Tips number 1 is what's in your bag. So we got to check out some essential items that everybody should have in their bag when they go exploring. First one is pretty straightforward, just a pair of gloves. You definitely are going to want to wear some gloves when you're in these nasty places. You're not going to want to touch a lot of stuff. I know you see we don't wear gloves in all of our videos, but we try to. It's definitely a good thing to have. Let's just get the obvious ones out of the way. Flashlight of some sort. You're going to want to have a flashlight. You're going to want a battery for whatever, your light, your camera, whatever you bring. You're going to want a backup battery. You never know how long you're going to be in there for. Speaking of which, it's honestly not even a bad idea to bring a snack with you. It's always also a good idea to bring a bottle of water with you. It's good to have some hand sanitizer, just, something easy to clean your hands with. If you wanted to, you could bring a first aid kit, band-aids, whatever you want. Just if you really are that cautious. Bandana, something to cover your face with. If you're not gonna go all out and have a respirator, it's something to cover your face with, at least just to keep some dust out. If you are gonna be really safe, if you're gonna be in a really nasty location for a long time, you really need to wear a respirator. It's just really not smart not to. So here we've got a pretty standard half mask respirator. It's pretty easy to find this base part here, and then the filters. I got organic vapor filters, which are probably your best bet. It's a little bit of overkill. You can get the P100s, the pink ones, the particulates, but these also kind of take care of some of the vapor. If there's a nasty smell, you're not going to really smell it as much with these, but otherwise this does the exact same thing as the pink ones and more. So they're good. You can get them for like $7 on Amazon. So we got a few other things though. Something real simple. It's good to bring coins with you, actually. I know it's not the best thing in the world. I'm not here to condone breaking and entering, getting into a building, but if you're already in somewhere, let's say, and there's just something that you want to open, you can use a coin to stick it in the screw. You know what I mean? So having a coin, you can be pretty crafty with these. I've heard stories of people who got stuck in elevator shafts. This guy actually, just a few days before I was at an abandoned hospital, had told me that he was in there and got stuck in an elevator shaft, and he took apart something that he had to pick the lock off. And he took it apart, took it off the door, and got out after a few hours. But he was kind of freaking out. He was saying we might have found him in there. So, and that's another reason why you should keep a doorstop with you. It's a very simple thing, but depending on what you're exploring, a hospital, prison, even a school, factory, a lot of doors lock behind you, so you don't even think about it. So, and it's really small. All of this stuff here, you can squeeze this into such a small bag. Like, this doesn't take up any space. Similarly, credit card, just old gift card, something that you got like that. If you know what you're doing with doors, this has helped out before. You don't even know. So you can open doors with these. Practice if you've never done it before. It's easy. Keep one of these in your bag, and it'll help you out. It's good to have a little bit of protection with you, just in case, whatever makes you feel comfortable. You could have a tripod with your camera is pretty much your best bet. That's like a riot baton basically. But if that's not your thing, mace, you could keep something like that. Something real simple. And you might be saying, whatever, that's stupid, I'm not gonna carry mace, but even animals, dude, like this this is more for a wild animal, if anything, in my opinion. If if you're actually worried about the homeless, for the most part, they're not there to attack you. Like if they're actually in an abandoned place, they're at the point where they want to just dip out, kind of disappear, and be left alone for a little bit. So your best bet is to respect their space, and they're not gonna mess with you. But having this is like you might corner an animal and scare it, and it's gonna attack you. So you might want to have something like this with you. Depending on who you are, where you are, this might be your thing. You could have something like this with you, but most states, this is gonna get you in more trouble if they catch you with this. So, uh, it's up to you. I mean, it's if you want to carry. Also, I forgot to mention tape. If you're trying to backtrack or you just want to mark where you've been, if you're in tunnels and it splits, you want to know which one you came from, you can use tape or chalk or whatever to mark the wall. It's nothing permanent, but it's a way for you to have a marker so you know where you're at. I think everything there is a pretty decent bag. I could even grab a plastic bag right now and show you how small this would be. This is everything. This right here is everything except for the respirator and the knife. And you can see like most of it is the water bottle, but that's like the size of my hand. Like that's like so small. So we'll say that's the essential Urbex things you should have in your bag when you go exploring. If you think I forgot anything, you can leave a comment. I want there to be a discussion where everybody can talk about other tips, anything related to what they keep in their bag. So go ahead and share whatever you think should be in this bag right here.